Hello everyone, in this video I'll be taking you through subtraction in 8051 microcontroller using the subtract with borrow instruction. Before we go to the assembly language program, let's see how subtraction is done manually so that we can follow the instructions used in the program. In the first example, we take a minuend which is greater than the subtrahend. FEDC minus 1234 results in ECA8, which is very straightforward because no borrow is required. In the second example, we take minuend where the lower byte is lesser than the lower byte of the subtrahend, hence a borrow is generated. The higher byte will be decremented by 1 and then subtraction takes place. The result here is EB-ED. We'll see how the sub B instruction works in 8051. In the first case, let's clear the borrow, that is the carry bit, and subtract 12 from F0. The result is DE with no borrow. If a borrow is required, the carry flag turns to 1. In the second case, we take a minuend which is lesser than the subtrahend and initially no borrow is set. In this case, the borrow is required for subtraction to take place, so carry flag is set to 1. The bitwise mechanism is shown here. In the third case, we see that the carry or borrow has already been generated for a previous subtraction, hence the current operation will have to consider that borrow and subtract 1 from the minuend before performing the subtraction. The result is 24 minus 1 minus 12, which is 11 in hexadecimal. Now we know how the sub B instruction works. Let's take a look at the assembly language program. This is the program. We'll take the first example that we saw previously. 4 registers are used to store the subtrahend and minuend bytes. We look out for the carry bit and of course the accumulator in the main register where all the processing is reflected. The result is stored in locations 20, 21 and 22 in memory. The lower byte of minuend is first loaded to R0, then the higher byte of minuend to R1, the lower byte of subtrahend to R2 and the higher byte of subtrahend to R3. Initially the carry flag is cleared to start afresh. The lower byte of minuend is loaded to accumulator. The lower byte of subtrahend is subtracted from DC, resulting in A8 with no borrow. A8 is stored away in location 22H. The next byte, which is higher byte of minuend, is loaded for the next subtraction to accumulator. The higher byte of subtrahend is subtracted and results in EC with no borrow. EC is stored in memory. Before storing the borrow bit, we have to know the organization of bit addressable memory locations. The memory locations from 20 to 2FH in memory are bit addressable locations, where each bit in the byte of memory has another address. For example, we can store the carry bit in any location within 20H. Here we store the bit in 00H, so the number in location 20 will be 1. If we store the carry bit in location 01H, then 20H will show 02 and so on. The borrow, if generated, will be stored in location 00H of byte address 20H. In this case it is 0. I'll take another example to show what happens when the minuend is lesser than the subtrahend. In this case, 21 is lesser than 34, so the result will be ED with a borrow. For the next byte, FE will be decremented by 1 because carry flag is 1 and then 12 is subtracted, giving result EB. The data are changed and loaded into respective registers. Carry is cleared and first data is loaded to accumulator. When subtraction takes place, carry flag is set to 1 because of borrow generation and the result is ED. ED is stored in memory. Next subtraction begins by loading the higher byte into accumulator. Notice that the carry flag is 1. So the subtraction will be FE minus 1 minus 12, which is EB. The carry flag is cleared because this subtraction did not generate a borrow. EB is stored in memory. Carry bit is stored in 00H location and program terminates. Let's go over to Keil to execute the program with these two examples. Thanks for watching. Bye.